Can you feel it? The walls between the sane world and that unplumbed dimension of delirium are tenuously thin here.
So Newville is gone, lost in the dimensions between time and space. And our mercenaries took 28 shards for their trouble. But we collected 100% shards, which is why we went into there in the first place, if you didn't remember. So we now have 83 shards, and let's see what we can buy with that. Hopefully something good. We can buy quite a lot. We can buy most of the items. Obviously we can't buy the super expensive ones. We could get... Alright, let's start at the top and work our way down and see what we want to get. I think I know which one I want to get already. I'm heavily biased towards it. It's one of my favorite items. But let's look together and see if there's anything here that works with items that we have that we'd be interested in having. So, the leper getting just a straight up plus 15% max HP and some increased accuracy is nice. Bleed resistance is barely a negative. And you can pretty much always have a bandage in your inventory if you would like. So at the end of the day, it's probably just a plus 15% max HP, which isn't bad, but I have items that do better than that already. I mean, even if you just look at like the life crystal, it's 20% HP on anyone for only -1 speed. So I mean, the accuracy is a big deal, but it's sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. The Grave Robber crystalline item, it's a top shelf tonic, plus 15% or plus 15 dodge if medicinal herbs are in the inventory, 3 speed, and plus 15% blight duration when applied. I don't know if that's... I would assume it's a positive, but it's weird that they would put that after the blight resistance being negative. Because if it applies 50% blight duration to whatever she applies blight to, then that's great. But if she has blight for 50% longer, that's pretty bad. And once again, we've got items that do almost the exact same thing that aren't so class specific. So the mirror shield for the man-at-arms. This is a great item. So plus 10 dodge. Love it. It's a form of evasion. 30% damage reflection. You put that with riposte, and you've really got something. He can do a ton of damage without having to be in the front line. And then you give him plus 20% stun resist. This is a great item with his 4th slot build, I think. You could put him, no, you could put him in the front. It's good no matter what. But I was just trying to think of a build that you do with him where you just don't ever attack directly. You just always use riposte. This is a good item, very much worth considering. This is the Bounty Hunter's speed and dodge. Very good item. Only for 5 stress. It's not a big deal for that much speed and dodge. The Vestal's item, plus 20% healing skills if Holy Water's in the inventory, not hard to do. Extra damage versus Husks and Eldritch. So that makes her better in the farmstead. But at the cost of plus 10% stress. So Eldritch is... I mean, the damage versus Eldritch is good. This is a good item as well. I mean, the stress is easily negatable or ignorable. Houndmaster, plus 50% bleed skill chance if dog treats are in the inventory. No problem, I always forget to use those anyway. Plus 40% stress skills while guarding. I mean, that's cool. That's pretty strong. Lowers the dodge. Plus 66% guard duration. This is a really powerful build. This plus like an Antiquarian or the Men-at-Arms. It's a bit of like a combo, and it's kind of slow and it's kind of dirtly. Like you just kind of sit there, you know, doing your guards and, you know, protecting yourself instead of being really offensive. But it's definitely a style of play, and this is an amazing item in that style. So this increases the amount of shards we get. The Flagellant reduces HP, increases his damage. Okay. This is what the one I was leaning towards, the Spectral Spear Tip. Straight up plus 15% damage. And sometimes she hits a random target, but if you're using AoE, it doesn't really matter on the Shield Breaker. She also gets 15% damage, plus 15% HP, plus 20% Blight skill chance. For the low cost of sometimes she might hit the wrong enemy, but does it really matter as long as she's attacking? So this is the one, I'm either leaning right now towards the Spectral Spear Tip or the Mirror Shield. I think I'm going to go with this. We've got the Jester stress skills, it's perfect for him. The Plague Doctor's one is also really strong, plus 20 dodge. Plus 25% Blight skill chance, plus more healing. The Antiquarian one, I don't really like the accuracy debuff, but most of the time you're not using her to attack anyway. Accuracy on an Abomination. And this just makes the Occultist even better versus the Eldritch. And then of course this one ignores stealth. Lowers your virtue chance, but you get extra crit. Not that great. Let's pick up the Spectral Spear Tip. And that's pretty much permanently going to be on our girl. Okay, before we do anything with these guys, let's sort by level. Let's come into the stagecoach and see if we got any new recruits. Like we could toss some of these people. See what kind of negatives we're working with here. Winded. Now he has Twilight Dreamer, which ignores stealth, but as you saw there, it was super. It didn't have any impact at all. He's the wrong character to have that. Let's unequip our trinkets. I don't think they walk away with them, but in the off chance they do, let's unequip. We're gonna get rid of Theon. He did a good job for us.
Wild eyes, and a stumbling gait. This one is no more good to us.
Yeah, we're not gonna pay to have people have their traits gotten rid of. Who else do we have? Let's also get rid of... Man, we can't really get rid of Bondeville because we don't have a Jester. We don't have anything to replace him. Let's get rid of the Leper. We're not going to pay for reducing his diseases.
Done. Turn yourself now to the condition of those poor devils who remain.
Let's pick her up.
A champion markswoman. Keen for a new kind of challenge.
And I would love to get this Highwayman. Highwaymen are great. And I wasn't honestly that impressed with the Leper. We just didn't land the crits. I hate the limited uses on certain abilities. I think it's pretty garbage. Honestly, that made me a little bit less impressed with the Men-at-Arms overall, but he did his job. He got us there. What we really need is a healer. So I don't think we're going to fill up. Let's just take him right now. Oh, we can't. We actually are full. We need to get rid of one more person. Actually, no. She's lost. Does she come back? I think she does. Let's see how that works. So she's not dead. She'll come back. I don't know if how much stress relief she'll get. One of these guys had Antsy. So he does, but I don't know if that affects the mercenaries. That's just something I don't know. Anyway, worth thinking about. We picked up this item here that we could sell. We're never going to use that. Anything else? What does this sell for? Yeah, let's get rid of that. Sells for quite a bit. We have time today to do one more quick run. If I hurry. Of course, we're not going back in there. That was a pretty mediocre run. With the old rules, I think I could have gone much, much further. But not being able to use bolster, you used to be able to spam that stuff. You know, really increase your dodge, reduce your stress, command to increase your crit, and then your leper would be fully buffed, and you would just smash 60 damage, 70 damage, 80 damage, and you would just mow through people. But we couldn't do it there. I'd be open to some like tips and tricks if you guys know anything that I don't know. It's just been so long. Mantra of Fasting. That's an item. Only works if you're wasting away on the Crimson Curse. It's a delicate balance. I think you pair that with the rat to make sure you don't die. So we don't really have much time today to do a boss battle, I don't think. Once again, unless I hurry, I guess. Let's try. Let's try something and just not fight any shamblers. Let's get Nurgle in here. Xenophon would be fine as well. He's only level 3, but if we mix in some stronger characters, that should be fine. So like we have a better healer, slightly weaker front line. All good. Bringing her in is also tempting. We can use some stress relief on her, but we're kind of asking to have another nightmare. Okay. What do we want on you, buddy? We're going to be fighting some unholy. Not that that really matters. Let's do this first. What do we have for her? This is easy. Let's just get these items out of the way. We also know that I want this. Just 15 damage, 15% max HP, blight skill chance, all that stuff is so great. Blight also works really well in the ruins. And then on top of that, we could give her plus 10% protection. Or even more blight skill chance. But we've got to have more powerful things that we could give her. Just straight up some damage. And here we have this for her melee skill, which we're not going to be using here. I mean, we could. We could just switch these two. Guess we get rid of the heal. That's all good. I'm looking at the levels right now to see who we might have to pay to increase. Let's just go with the protection. That's just easy. And I guess we can just give her another 15% HP. That's 6 HP. I mean, it's whatever. There's so many great items for the Plague Doctor, we just don't have any of them. Could give her the stun skill chance, but I think I would rather have the 6 HP over that 15% chance. Is that everybody? We're good to go? Yes. Let's quickly go back to the estate. Check on our gear. Alright. This would also be another good time to run a battle vestal. I'm just gonna get that upgraded while I'm thinking about it. And we're good. Holy Lance is super strong here. If we were to get shuffled. We're gonna take Holy Lance because we want the ability to move around. That's fine. Yeah. So now they can switch back and forth together. That was the missing piece of the puzzle. Something that I needed to think about. And is there anyone in our group right now that could use stress relief that's not getting it? Daryl's okay. Alright, let's go knock out this boss. Let's over provision. Just a little bit. Even tempting now to start taking laudanum. We'll take one. Hopefully I don't regret that.
I entertained a delegation of experts from overseas, eager to plumb the depths of their knowledge and share with them certain techniques and alchemical processes I had found to yield wondrous and terrifying results. Having learned all I could from my visiting guests, I murdered them as they slept.
All right.
A devil walks these halls. Only the mad or the desperate go in search of him.
So we know exactly where he is. Oh no. Well, we can... Oh, wait. Okay, apparently I don't remember how to interact with that. But I really wish I did. I thought you could light those on fire for stress relief, which is why I was excited for a second there. Our infestation level is growing high because we haven't been to the courtyard. If we get infected here, we might be screwed because we won't have any blood. And this will quickly turn into an unfortunate run. Can't really stun these dudes, but you can make them bleed. Can we stun any of them? We can stun these. The mosquitoes are easy, the sycophants. Let's go for another. So guys, I've been talking for a while about getting invitations to the courtyard, which is why we're not going currently, because we don't have enough of them. And you get them by killing the gatekeepers. So once we have a nice stack of them,
Press this advantage.
that's when I like to
Give
go
them no
into
quarter.
the courtyard, because I know I can finish any run that I get into. Alright, super dead.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
Let's go for this. Perfect. And this one's dead as well. May as well get the kill and maybe get some kind of stress relief from it.
Maintain the offensive.
And now we get blood, we get the Baron's invitation, and we get some really good heirlooms and such. So sadly, I'm going to toss the laudanum. So I kind of had a feeling that would happen. We're going to come here and smash this with a shovel. And we're full on everything already.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Oh man, the infestation level must be high as hell. In case you haven't noticed, that does really good damage. And I don't even think it's maxed out. I think it's got one more level to go. But she's going to be a monster for us in the courtyard. Whenever we finally get there.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Let's kill this thing before it gets a chance to attack us. The fact that we haven't gotten the curse yet is just unbelievable. You go first because you're the
As
fastest.
the enemy crumbles. As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Okay. Man, if all of our battles up to the boss are going to be against them, the odds of us making it out of here without the curse are going to be like 0. And we're dropping all these items. It's alright. We're missing out on a little bit of value gold-wise. But you never know how these layouts are going to go. That was the first room, guys. And here we have an opportunity to have used some holy water. I don't want to interact with it without the correct item, because I don't remember how it affects us.
Watch your step.
Alright, Madman goes down first. Don't make me regret tossing the laudanum. Massive blight. Alright, let's go for the stun. Perfect. That's what we needed. A stunning blow would be great here as well. Yes. Alright, now we need to heal Xenophon. He's taking a ton of damage.
Devastating.
Play grenade is great. This dude is dead. This one's dead as well. Go for that kill, and we'll start working on
them all.
Reducing her stress with Inspiring Cry before it gets out of hand. And that'll also give us a little bit of free torchlight since we're working with, you know, less than a full stack already.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Okay, we ended up getting Thanatophobia. So when her HP is low, her stress is high. It's a pretty good time for a scout. Make sure we don't step on any traps. Consider tossing the herbs, I guess, or the bandages. Alright, our first hunger check. Glad to get it out of the way early. We're not far now. Alright, just straight up spiders.
Another one falls.
Potentially an easy fight for us to recuperate on. Heal up the Crusader, use the Crusader to lower her stress. Alright, now we're topped off.
Another abomination, cleansed from our lands. Be gone, fiend.
I'll take it. Crits for stress relief.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
3 deeds, eh? The blood is not super important for us. I hate to toss 2 blood. I value it pretty highly. But we're not infected at all, and we already have the Vintners online. So we're going to toss that and take the deeds. So we can't... What else could we do with this thing? We could try and whack it with a shovel. No effect, so we wasted a shovel. We already tried burning it, I guess that was dumb. We have 6 of these we're not going to use. I guess we just attack it and try and get another invitation. And hope not to get infected. The invitations are super valuable to us right now.
obliterated.
Excellent. No chance for a curse there. That was pretty bad. And the movement's not terrible. The Crusader can now use Holy Lance, which is a really heavy-hitting ability.
Annihilated.
Alright, Impale to kill him and soften this dude up. Should be able to finish him right now with this. Resisted, okay. It's going to be good to remember that we can reduce accuracy.
Foolish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
Let's switch these two. I like being able to use Impale on the first round. Another scout, very good. I was going to say, maybe we'll find a secret room, that's awesome, but we're going to have to go there after. 90% chance is quite good, let's take it. We're going to have to go there after the boss, I think. Here we will use a key. That's a lot of heirlooms. I don't see any obstacles, but with my luck, there's something right there. Honestly, I hate dumping gold because I think I'm just going to end up picking up more at the end. But if there's a secret room, the gold will come. We're going to have to make so much space anyway, it won't even matter. I think you need holy water to make that very effective. And with only 2 torches left, we're definitely going to have to camp here to make sure we have enough light to go into the boss battle.
Back to the pit.
And Pierce is almost like a guaranteed one-shot, so let's just take it.
A death by inches.
And we certainly want to heal up Nurgle. We'll take that and the free torchlight because we know we're going to get this kill.
This expedition at least promises success.
Very good. We're filling everything out.
The light, the promise of safety.
So at least 2 battles before the boss.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Or spiders. We're getting lucky on this. We could very easily be facing much more powerful enemies. So another risk of camping is that we go into the camp and we have a nightmare, and then we come out of the nightmare in bad shape for the boss fight. This isn't a particularly difficult boss. The Necromancer is not that tough. I say before he like kills one of my guys. But generally I don't ever have problems with him. He's kind of a straightforward, just hit him until he dies type of boss.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Thanks, Wayne. I was just saying how easy the boss is. It's definitely one of those moments where you need like a Wayne June to come and help you. Alright, this is a perfect Impale setup. Just the numbers for that ability are unreal. Let's go for the stun here. No unnecessary stress. This guy should definitely be dead. 5, yes. Excellent dodge.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Man, we're nailing it with the dodges. Enchantress never got a chance to do anything. That's the way we like it. The marksman's now gone thanks to Blight, and we can really not do anything. So let's just lower his stress a little.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
I don't know. We can get some free torchlight, I guess. Here, let's just finish him.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
More stuff we can't use. This you normally need holy water for, the holy fountain. But I still think you get good stuff just from touching it. And we get gold we can't carry. So maybe we should have camped first. Let's just go into the boss. We're doing great. I think we'll walk back on that. I would love to pick up another invitation. And that there is plus 20% damage on her is perfect. No, don't touch it, Nami. Oh, man. She got tetanus. Lowered her accuracy and her crit. That's pretty bad just to get that before a boss. But let's do it. Necromancer, part 2.
Towering, fierce, terrible, nightmare-made material.
So we're going to use Adder's Kiss. He's very weak versus Blight, and that skill is obnoxiously powerful. He's also pretty weak versus Bleed. We could use Noxious Blast to lower his accuracy.
Decisive pummeling.
And we're off to a great start.
How quickly the tide turns.
Perfect.
Masterfully
And despite
executed.
tetanus, she was still able to land the crit. We got bonus damage versus Unholy on the Crusader, why he's always good in the ruins.
A powerful blow.
Yeah, we're just gonna send this dude home. His little, like, invisible skeletons. Not doing much. Not a great chance to stun. You could still try, though. You know what, let's go for the heal. We have a little bit of HP off of everyone.
In Radiance, may we find victory. A dizzying blow to body and brain.
Alright, now that he's all the way in the back, a little bit harder to deal with the Crusader, but since they're becoming, you know, visible now, it won't be that hard. And he's almost dead. 18. Yeah, he's dead now. Necromancer gone. I think the skeletons just straight up disappear once he dies.
Decimated.
We'll just give her the kill. She earned it.
Reanimated bones can fall. Even the dead can die again.
And here we go. So the shield I've been talking about on the men-at-arms, we finally get it. So 10% protection if in position 4, extra healing received, 50% if position 4, and plus 10 dodge if in position 4. We also pick up the Lock of Fury, which is just more damage on the Abomination, and a blueprint. So, good stuff. Let's toss 1 torch. Let's eat the 6 food. As much as we can. Toss that for the blueprint. And then now we need the key for sure. We toss the shovel. We're going to continue adventuring. We are going to camp right now.
A moment of respite. A chance to steel oneself against the coming horrors.
And get our power nice and high. Let's pray. Stress relief plus some protection. 19, 14. See what else we have. We can remove a disease. And we got rid of tetanus, just like that. Very cool. Do we have any diseases on someone else? No. So let's use snake eyes. That armor piercing should come in handy. And if we have the ability to remove some of her stress, we need to do that before a potential battle that we're going into, the nightmare. And that's it. Let's rest. There is nothing for it now. We've run out of wood. Okay, so no nightmare. Sad because I was so ready for it. It seems like every time I'm ready for it, it doesn't happen. I guess we'll take this fight. As many invitations as we can get, and this is an even easier fight. There's no infections.
Destroyed.
We waste a little bit of DPS there, but we make sure he doesn't hit us. I think is worth. And then a stun here would go a long way in making sure that we don't get messed up.
Lifted, and purpose is
all right,
made clear.
Should be another flawless victory for us. With another invitation to the Barrens. And with 4 invitations, that's enough to go in and do it, to get it done.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Now we just got to get back to the secret room. I wouldn't be surprised if we had another hunger check, but we currently have 4 food in the inventory, so we're, we've kind of timed that pretty well. And all in all, pretty successful day. Please stop touching stuff. We'll toss that. We could even have tossed the food, but we're gonna pick up so much stuff here, it really doesn't matter. Yep, 3 of those. So let's go here, here, boom, boom. Is there anything I'm missing? I mean, 6 crests isn't particularly valuable, but I would much rather get rid of an emerald than 6 crests, so. And there we go. What a haul. 3 invitations, tons of heirlooms, a couple pretty good items. A blueprint, and then a ton of gold. And another boss bites the dust. Not to mention the reward for this is the Plague Doctor's Blasphemous Vial, which is an incredible item that I would have loved to have for this run. This plus one of our, Books of Sanities. Really good combo. And Xenophon finally makes it up to level 4. Twilight Dreamer. Alright, we can lock that in if we wanted to. It's considered one of the best traits in the game, but I find it just kind of rarely comes up, especially when you have AoE.
The plume and the pistol. A fitting end to my folly, and a curse upon us all.
Okay, Skibo missing? Yeah, Skibo Skibo had a knight in the town, is now missing. And Nuval is back from being lost in both time and space. So before we go, let's real quick just check the stagecoach and stuff like that together. Whew. And see what we've got lined up for next episode. We probably could go into the courtyard. The infestation is high, they're everywhere. Crush the invading insects to earn invitations to the courtyard. So it'll stay high until we go in there and kill the Baron, which will take probably multiple, maybe 2 or 3 episodes worth of doing. He's a pretty tough boss as well. I would probably prefer to level up the ruins one more time, and perhaps the Weald or the Cove. We haven't been in the Cove in a while. So look for tomorrow's episode to be significantly less stressful. But if we unlock a next level boss, which I think we will, if we do one of these pretty easy missions, we'll unlock the next boss. I think it's the Sodden Crew, the 2nd tier, and then we'll knock them out. Also, in case you didn't notice this thing, the thing from the stars roams here this week. You might encounter it. So, he's another random wandering boss who's incredibly powerful. And, yeah, we could look forward to facing him if we wanted. We could put together a decently powerful, perhaps overpowered group just in the off chance we'd fight him so we can beat him. I don't remember what he drops. I think he drops shards, but I think he has the options to drop other things. And just so I can remember, as far as memories go, we almost had enough shards to build some of these if we wanted to. But we need 10 memories to make the mill. And it makes it so that heroes no longer suffer hunger checks, which is incredible. But yeah, that's just not something that's on the table for a while. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Once again, my name is Brett. My channel is Goodtalk Gaming. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. It was very successful. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next one, guys. Take care.